guys, today I'm going to discuss the Marlo Tilt with you, and the Marlo Tilt is a really cool control to control a card from the center of the deck to the second position of the deck. Before I begin, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Numb Magician. He's a really good friend. He's holding current contests. He just came back from YouTube. If you haven't heard of him, well, you really should have, because Miss Meg did a tribute to him for his contest. And Numb Magician's making a really fast comeback, so definitely subscribe to his channel. The link will be in the box below, as well to his Marlo Tilt contest, which is what this video is all about. So let's do the Marlo Tilt. I'll perform it for you, and then we'll talk about how it's done. You can see here we have the 4 of clubs. Okay, I'll just slide the card maybe about halfway down, and in reality, the card is second from the top. Let's talk about how to do the tilt now. Come around over the shoulder. Okay, so we're gonna have a card selected, and this isn't that easy of a move. You need a lot of practice, okay, before you go out and perform this move. There are many other alternatives like the bluff pass, which is also difficult, but it looks very convincing, and so does this one as well. So you're gonna start off having a card selected, and then afterwards you're gonna start by getting a break. Now what I did in the performance is that I pushed the top card off like this, caught a pinky break, and then I pushed in a bit to get this flush break. Okay, so you can get the break however you want. I'll discuss another method in a little bit, but you want to hold the break with the flush of your pad here and your pinky. So keep the break about this much elevated, okay? Now here's some tips. You want to keep your index finger in the front pushing down a little bit so the break does not expose. Also, your third and fourth fingers should press down just a little bit, but not too much, because keep in mind that you want this top card to be quite straight. If the card's like this, then they'll know a break's going on, right? So keep your break about, this high. Keep your third and fourth fingers on the side, not really pressing down, but just there for support, and your index finger should be pressing down just a little bit. So in the front, looks like this, perfectly normal. So you take your card back, Ace of Diamonds in this case, and you're going to do a convincer here. So what you're going to do is the first convincer, you push in some cards in the center, and you can see here it pushes the cards out. So you can do this once, twice, maybe 3 times. So you're going to put the card in the center. Second time, or whatever, whenever you feel like it, you're going to simply slide the card into the second position, and remember to keep the break elevated, because from the front, this is what it looks like. So it truly looks like the card's going into the center. Remember, if the break falls, now it looks like it's going in the second position, which is not what you want. So keep the break open, okay, like so, and you push it in, let the card fall, and then you simply dribble the cards. Always dribble the cards. It looks really nice, and it alleviates any suspicions that the spectators might have of you doing something fishy. So let's do that again. I'll add another convincer this time. So this time we have the 9 of clubs. Here's another way of getting the break. What you can do if you're a very beginner is you can pry up the top card with your thumb like so, and then hold it with your pinky and bottom of your thumb here. And this is about the right height for the break. Again, the index finger is in the front, pushing down. So you take the 9 of clubs in this case, and you're going to do the first convincer. You push around the cards in the center here a little bit. See the cards popping out, push them back in. Second convincer this time. What you're going to do is take your index finger, put it about halfway down. You're going to pull down along with your thumb, pulling up on the upward half. So the thumb here is pushing to the left and up. And if you're a righty, to the left and up. So like so you can see the pack is pretty well separated. It doesn't matter if some cards are caught in the middle here, but as long as they see a pretty significant gap in the middle here. So they see the gap, and then you slide the card in. And make sure to keep the depth perception. That's important. So as you slide the card in, make sure to keep that break. And say you're pushing it in. As you do, you can relax your break. Dribble. Okay? So let's talk about this one last time. This is a pretty quick tutorial. I just want this to be helpful enough for you to understand the basics and to not flash during your performances. I don't want this tutorial to drag on. So one last time, the Jack of Clubs. Get your break. Keep this top card straight, okay? And about this height of a break is perfect. You keep the pinky and the flesh of your thumb here. So remember in the center not to flash or tilt or too much. If you're surrounded, what you can do is just tilt the deck downwards, so then the people at the back can't see the break. So you're going to start with your first convincer. You push around the center, have some cards pop out, and then afterwards you're going to simply slide it in. This is without the second convincer. So as you slide it in, it still looks on the back like you're sliding it into the center. Keep the deck this height, and the people in the front can see it's really their card going into the center. So you push it in and relax. With the second convincer, this time you have your break, push it in, and remember, pull down with the index finger, lift with your thumb, like so, push the card in, and then dribble. And that's the Marlo Tilt. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe to the Magician, check him out, enter his contest, and that is it. I'll see you next time.